What you're about to hear came from a former park ranger. He worked at Yellowstone National Park, Night Security Division. The job listing said, monitor wildlife activity between sunset and sunrise. What it didn't mention, what they never mentioned out, is what else comes out after dark. This is After Dark Protocol. Protocol number 002. Location, Yellowstone National Park, Wyoming. Classification level, severe. Subject, Night Security Protocol, Sector 7. There are places in Yellowstone that don't appear on any tourist map. Trails that lead nowhere. Cabins that shouldn't exist. And rules, strict rules. For those unlucky, enough to guard them. November 2019. A 28-year-old man named David Chen accepted a position as night security at Yellowstone. He was former military, 2 tours in Afghanistan, 3 commendations for bravery. He had seen combat. He had seen death. He wasn't afraid of the dark. At least, that's what he believed. Pay was unusual, $31 an hour. Almost double the standard rate. Free housing. A small cabin near the north entrance. No internet. No phone signal. Complete, total isolation. He should have asked why. His supervisor was a woman named Dr. Sarah Vance. She had worked at Yellowstone for 19 years. Her face was calm, but her eyes told a different story. And her left hand, David tried not to stare. 3 fingers. Missing. The scars were old, faded, but deep. David didn't ask about it. Some questions you don't want answered. On his first night, before his first patrol, Dr. Vance handed him a dark green folder. The folder was worn, edges frayed. The cover was marked in bold red letters, Sector 7 Protocol, and below that, a single word, mandatory. She looked him directly in the eyes. Her voice was calm, steady, too steady. Mr. Chen, you were military, so I won't waste your time. These rules are not guidelines. They are not suggestions. They are survival instructions. Follow them exactly. Every word, every detail, or you will not make it to sunrise. She paused. Let the silence hang. I have personally trained 11 security guards before you. Only 3 are still alive. 2 of them can no longer speak. The 3rd refuses to. David felt his throat go dry. And the others? Dr. Vance didn't answer. She simply opened the folder. Rule 1. Your patrol route covers 5 checkpoints. Alpha through Echo. Under. No circumstances visit checkpoint. Delta between 2A.M. and 3:30 A.M. If your radio instructs you to check Delta during this window, do not respond. That is not your radio. Rule 2. You will hear elk calls throughout the night. This is normal. This is expected. However, if the elk calls stop completely, if the forest goes suddenly, completely silent, return to your vehicle. Immediately, lock all doors. Turn off your headlights. Do not move for 15 minutes. The silence means something is hunting, and it is now an animal. Rule 3. There is a small cabin near Checkpoint Charlie. It was officially abandoned in 1952. If you see light inside, Any light at all, do not investigate. If you see someone waving from the window, keep driving, because that cabin has no windows. Rule 4. Between 4 a.m. and 4:20 m, you may hear a child laughing somewhere in the forest. It will sound close. It will sound playful. It will sound real. Do not follow the sound. Do not call out. There are no children in Sector 7. There have never been children in Sector 7. David laughed. A nervous, hollow laugh. Is this some kind of test? Hazing the new guy? Dr. Vance did not smile. She did not blink. Slowly, deliberately, she rolled up her left sleeve. The scar didn't stop at her wrist. It extended past her elbow, almost to her shoulder. Deep grooves, like claw marks, like something had tried to drag her away. I broke Rule 2 in 2012. I heard the silence. I didn't listen. I was lucky. I only lost fingers. The guard before me lost his mind. He screams every night. The one before him. We never found the body. She placed 3 items on the desk. A radio, a heavy flashlight, and a flare gun. The flare gun is not for emergencies. It's for, if you break a rule, 1 flare. Straight up, we will come for you. But Mr. Chen, she looked at him one final time. We may not reach you. In time. 11:30 p.m. David started his first patrol. The forest felt wrong. Too quiet. Too still. He checked checkpoint Alpha. Clear, Bravo. Clear, Charlie. He stopped his truck. The abandoned cabin was 50 meters ahead, and there was light inside. A soft, warm, yellow glow. David's blood ran cold. He remembered Rule 3. That cabin was abandoned 67 years ago. There's no electricity, no power lines, nothing. And then he saw it, in the window, a figure, standing perfectly still. And then slowly, it raised its hand and waved. Slow, mechanical, unnatural, like something pretending to be human. David's heart stopped. He remembered the second part of Rule 3. If you see someone waving from the window, that cabin has no windows. He looked again, more carefully. The figure was still waving, but the window it wasn't glass. It was just darkness, a hole in the wall, shaped like a window, filled with darkness and something waving from inside. David grabbed his radio. His hands were shaking. Base, this is Chen. I have visual on the cabin at checkpoint Charlie. There is something in the window. Please respond. Static. Then, a voice. His own voice, slightly distorted. Base, this is Chen. Come to the cabin. It's safe inside. It's warm inside. We're waiting for you. David's blood turned to ice, because that voice was his voice, his exact voice. And he had not pressed the button. The radio slipped from his hands. It fell to the floor, still speaking. Come inside, David. We've been waiting. We've been waiting so long. David threw the truck into reverse, foot on the gas. He looked in his rearview mirror, and his heart, completely stopped. The light in the cabin had gone out. A figure was no longer in the window. It was standing in the middle of the road, right behind his truck, 20 feet away, perfectly still. A shape, a silhouette, too tall, too thin, arms too long, just standing there, in his headlights, waiting. David didn't breathe. He didn't blink. He just drove. This was After Dark Protocol. Protocol 002, Part 1, David's Night, has only just begun. If you're watching this in the dark, listen. Listen carefully. Do you hear anything outside your window? The wind? A car passing? An animal? Good. That means you're safe. For now. But what if that sound suddenly stops? Protocol 003 is coming soon. Subscribe before the silence finds you.